Hello, everyone. This is Ava with Stitching in the Interlake. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good day. Okay, so this is video number 2 for today, which is Friday, the 5th of May, 2023. And this video will just be about what happened yesterday with the neurologist and what we did for the rest of our day. Okay, so we got to the neurologist's office, and Juliet and I had to wait an hour, but I was given a few mini tests to do, and they were, color tests and test for dry eye, which I do have. This eye is tearing right now. And so then I went back and I sat for another little bit. We both cross-stitched there for almost 2 hours. And so anyway, I ended up with these rose-colored glasses. So I'm going to put them on because this eye is really hurting again, okay? And they do help. So please excuse me looking like this. Okay. So anyway, because it helps to filter the light out. They're supposed to be for outdoors, but I use them for indoors too, and it does help. So then we went in and saw Dr. Mansouri. And first of all, what a wonderful doctor. Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed to have found a really good neurologist. I just see him for the one time and that's it. So anyway, so then he asked me a few questions and wanted to know how, like how I was feeling, and, because I've had migraines since I was about 5 years old. And he said these migraines that I have are hereditary, and that either my father or my mother had them, and I don't recall that at all. Not at all. I think my mother had some, but I don't know. My mother was sick all the time, and I had my own issues and that. So I wasn't really paying attention. And so I don't know, but my father died of a heart attack. My son, Jeffrey, he gets migraines. I'm not sure about Christopher. But I know for sure Jeffrey's had migraines, and he's had pretty violent ones. I don't know if he still gets them. I don't know. I know Lyle would get headaches, but, he would grin and bear it and not say anything, and that he would come and ask me, he says, do you have anything for a headache? So, but anyway, so now I know with this. He asked me about, he said, oh, I see here that you don't want Botox. And I said, no, absolutely no Botox. And he said, well, it does give good relief. And I said, no, I'm adamant about that. No Botox. So anyway, he said, okay. And then I had to go with, we went with the other gentleman, and I had to fill out paperwork and stuff like that. And and then we were called back in to Dr. Mansuri. And then he asked me if I wanted some shots of lidocaine. And lidocaine is what they use when you have dental work done. So he gave me 2 shots, right? Like if you follow these big cords up in the back of your neck. And he gave them to me right at the back of my head. And the left side is still swollen, like the whole area down here. Not the right side. The right side is okay. He said that there is nothing else that he can do, but he did, he asked me if I wanted to go on this special drug. And it's an injection once a month. And it's called, I don't have the paperwork in front of me because Juliet just came and got it. I think it's called Ajovi. I think that's what it's called, Ajovi. I had it here when I was looking. Okay, let's see. Ajovi. Is that what it's called? Yes. No, Ajovi. Without the D. Ajovi. Ajovy. And it's an injection once a month. And he kind of floored Juliet and I when he said it's about $8,000 a year. I said, I can't afford that. Like, that's what, $700 a shot? I can't afford that. He said it is covered under Manitoba Pharmacare as long as I get up to my deductible. Well, Juliet brought my form for my deductible, and for years I've only had it like at about $400 as my deductible. Now it's gone up to $825. So for 3 months, less than 3 months. So I paid $347. So then I paid $347, and then I only pay a little bit in July. So then the Ajovi will be covered for the rest of the year. And it's for chronic persistent migraines. And he said I have occipital neuralgia is what I have. So that is back here, and it's causing all of this here and mostly here on my right side. So you have to be signed up to a nurse. And then she's calling me on Wednesday. She called me just as we were leaving Walmart. But anyways, she called me. And we have an appointment set for Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock. And then she'll go over everything for about a half an hour. So that's okay. I mean, I did a lot of research on it already. So, anyways, that's what's happening. He said I don't have to go back and see him but if I need more um, lidocaine injections, I can come back and see him and he'll give me them. So, yeah. So, anyway, we left there. Oh, yes, I bought these. They're the rose. Can you see that? They're rose tinted. And the reason why I'm wearing this is so that I can keep my curtains open and I can still see. And I can actually see surprisingly well. He said regular sunglasses don't cut it. These were $112. And so I better look after them, Juliet said. So I was wearing them all the time because I can see perfectly inside, outside, everything. So I thought for sure for outside. And but they also work for inside because there's other ones that work just for inside, and those are for um, computer screens and that kind of thing, right? But I'm finding, like, why not just wear them all the time? So you're going to be seeing me wearing these quite a lot. So after that, we left. We went to A&W, and I bought lunch, and I bought an extra Beyond Meat burger for my lunch today. I'm going to put some extra tomatoes on it, maybe some onion. From there, we went into Dollarama, and I got some stuff, but I was disappointed. They didn't have a lot of, things to hang up and that. So then, because we were going right by Dollar Tree, we went into Dollar Tree. So I only spent $18 there. So that was good. Dollarama was more. I think it was $131. Spent a lot of money yesterday. So then we left that and we went over to St. Vital Center. And Juliet had to go in to Walmart and go to the bathroom. But I headed down to London Drugs. And that was a long walk. And all I had was my cane. I didn't have my walker. Next time I can tell you I would take my walker if I knew I was going there. So, anyways, I went to London Drugs and I asked them to figure out on my iPad why it was that my microphone wasn't working. So, like I said, I did 3 videos. This is my third. No, the other one was my third one. And the microphone wouldn't work. It's on, but I don't know why. I don't know why. I can get sound. I can watch YouTube and all that, and I've got sound, so it's not that the sound is off. So, yeah. So it was a very long walk down there inside the building. And so I went on ahead, and you can't take Walmart carts out of Walmart anymore, except to go out to the parking lot. But you can't take them outside the Walmart part of St. Vital Center. So then, I took off because I knew I was very slow because I had 2 bags to carry and it was heavy and yeah. So it didn't take long for Juliet to meet me. And we still had to go. So I got in there to London Drugs. We were going to go to Staples, but Staples was way over on Pembina Highway, and we didn't want to make an extra stop. So went there, and first of all, I asked here about my iPad, and he said, yeah, everything's working and all that, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's a big problem. I just don't know. So then I had to get an ink cartridge. So he gave me, I bought an ink cartridge for my printer. And then and then we left there, and these glasses were falling down all the time. They were not set up for behind my ears. So we stopped in at Hakeem Optical. And it was very nice. I'm not sure she, I don't know. I couldn't really. Juliet and I, after we left, we couldn't. I think it was a male transitioning to a female. So, but he had these gaudy earrings on. I don't know why they do that. Why not have something more pleasant looking, right? But anyways, we left there, and these glasses fit a lot better. They stay up now. And, oh, my eyes hurting. So then we went back to Walmart, and I spent a lot of money at Walmart. Thankfully, I had $40 from my MasterCard. So I had that. I was just on the verge. I just needed under $1 to get that extra $20. So I would have had $60, but that's okay. I'm over. I've got $20 on there now. But I had to get cat litter and cat food. I got a big container of pine sol. I got 3 things of almond milk and 1 of the chocolate milk. They had the cheese, the vegan cheese. First time I'd seen it in a Walmart. The vegan cheese, and there was vegan yogurt. So that's good. And then I got a thing of frozen veggies and tomatoes and I had to get toilet bowl cleaner. I mean, we're there anyway, so I might as well get it instead of asking Juliet to take me over to the store. So anyway, yeah, so that bill was a lot, but I put it on my MasterCard. So can't put anything more on my MasterCard now. And I was working my way down, but not. So anyway, yeah, so then Juliet went ahead of me because it took me a while to walk out. So she was walking out to Susie, and thankfully I have my disabled parking. And so just as I was getting to Susie, my phone rang, and that was the nurse from this other thing there with the Ajovi. So, okay. So then we left, and we were coming home, and everything was going along great. I think we left Winnipeg, it was 20 after 4, quarter after 4, I think. Something like that. Well, that's when we looked at the clock. That's so we were driving along and we're north of Winnipeg, and there had been a cop car and he pulled out of a road, and yeah, and then he was no, sorry. He was already ahead of us. So then I said, we can pass him. He's going under the speed limit. So then he pulled over on the side and we passed him and we're just going along. Everything else. And I'm looking at something down here, and then I wondered why we were slowing and the blinker was on. So I looked in the mirror and it was like, this cop car. So then he stopped us. I said, what did we do? I said, Juliet, you weren't speeding. No, it wasn't speeding. So he comes to the window. He said, hi. He said, I guess you know why I'm stopping you. We didn't know anything. And he said, oh, he looked at Juliet. He said, are you Ava? She said, no. I said, I am. He said, oh, he said, well, then you're all okay. He said, it came up that you had a license, a revoked license. And he said, just checking. He said, you're all good. No problem. And I said, no, I've got a driver. And he said, that's good. That's good. So, yeah, it was just like, yeah. So, they've got these automatic license plate readers. So it's because it was Susie, right? And Susie is tied to me. But I have Juliet drive Susie because she takes less fuel. And otherwise, I would have to pay Juliet like $50 or $70 or whatever it is. So we use Susie. And that's fine. I'm not driving. I'm not driving. And he said, all okay. I said, don't you want to see my ID to make sure it's me? He said, yeah, I guess I should. So he asked Juliet for her driver's license, and he went back and he said everything's okay. Said, you ladies have a good rest of your day. So we left. I should say that before we left Winnipeg, David had contacted me and he said, first of all, Lilybell didn't want to go out. And that's unusual, So I see she had peed on the floor there, so I got to mop it up. So then he said, I put your box on the back deck. Box? What box? So I texted him back. I said, what box? So I'm sitting there and I said, Juliet, I said, I don't know. And I said, they never leave it at the front. They always bring it to the back. It was Rosie. So I have my Rosie 2.0. So we'll see what she's like. She's all in a box. So she's got to be all put together. So I don't know if we're going to put her in the garage and do it there. I'm not sure. Not sure. So, yeah. So that was my day, or our day yesterday. But I had wanted Juliet in there with me because she would hear things that I wasn't hearing because my migraine was really bad. and it still is bad. So this is day 6. He wants me to keep headache diary, and I know that I should be doing that regardless, right? And um, so yeah, so we'll see what comes from me getting this Jovi, and if this is going to help. He said it may or it may not help. Um, he said it's we can never tell. So if you're interested in it, you can go and look it up yourself. If you suffer from migraines, you may consider that. But like here in Manitoba, he said in Manitoba it's covered by pharmacare, but you have to reach your deductible. Well, it's going to take a while for me to reach my deductible, another couple of months. So, and then once I don't know why it's so high, frankly. I have no idea why it's so high. It's double from what it was um, last year. I was going to show you, just a minute here. I worked on my lotus flower again yesterday. And that's how far I got done. So I'm going to work on it this afternoon, but I have to do dishes. So, but that's what I'm planning on doing. So, anyway, yes, okay. Okay, yes, I know. I got a Temu order in. Juliet had gone for the mail, but it wasn't there, and I said, I think it should be here today. So I might wait tomorrow and just have her wait until she delivers it tomorrow, or she might today if she has to go uptown, she said. So yeah, so that's about it. That's all that I know. I will know more on Wednesday. He got a few things wrong on the paper, but like I said, Juliet's got the paper. He put everything down on there, but he said that I had a partial hysterectomy and I had a full hysterectomy. And he he did say something which was really weird. Okay, I have this cavernoma here, right? Well, he said there's a lesion on this side. So I'm not sure what that is, because that's the first I've heard of it. But they say there's a lesion there. So I'm going to look it up and see what brain lesion, what it's all about. But it's up here in my right frontal temporal lobe. So I guess about here or something. First I've heard of it. So that's good. Not good that I've got it, but I'm just saying it's good that I know it, right? All right, everybody. So I hope you have a great day. I'll let you know what's happening with Rosie 2.0. From when she's put together, it's Rosie. And I guess that's it. So may you be happy, May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I, and so does Lily Bell, and Jonah, and Sydney's still back in the pantry. So, thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would see that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. All right, everybody, I will be on here again tomorrow, God willing, of course. And on Sunday, there is a live at 12:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So from 12:30 to 2:30. And so I hope you will join me. And I guess we will see you then. Toodle-oodles, everybody. Bye.